Hey, what's up guys? In today's video I wanted to shoot a video on some cool door handles that are custom made by James Hoffman. I got the privilege actually to try some of this tri-set out. Stainless steel, complete stainless steel, an amazing piece. I had them powder coated, and I'll grab one on the other side that I get ready to do here. But you can see here, super nice setup, flush mount, and they bolt in the stock location of your current door handle. I'm super excited to get these on the car, and I already got the set here, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But I'll show you the install of this in the meat of the video. So I'll kind of go through that step by step. James has instructions really clear, but just follow those step by step. And I just made a few extra notes along the way. So it's going to be a pretty short video, but man, these are really cool. And what I love about them is, you look at them here, they're super flush. So I'll grab the camera here real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So apologize for the fingerprints. I just finished really doing the final adjustment on this. But like I said, these come total stainless steel, and it's flush mount, so you can kind of see here. I'll give you kind of the side view of what that looks like. I mean, just super cool, and I'm really excited about it. Again, I love a flush setup. And what it does, if I grab the original handle here, I'll show you. In the original handle, you had this, basically this little small spring here that's inside here. It eliminates that. That tends to break. It's very flimsy, and it tends to make your door rattle, which as a third gen owner, we would like to eliminate as many rattles as possible. So again, flush mount, super cool. What's even awesome, it feels like a brand new car. So you just kind of get your hand under it there, and man, I mean, just beautiful. Just kinds of, you know. And by the way, I worked on that door adjustment for at least 50 hours. No, I'm just kidding. But I finally got my window adjusted. But on a side note, but very cool. So just super nice, shuts very good, and I just love the precision on that. You know, it's just, man, I just love it, and it's just nice and flush mount. So you know, I've had a chance to mess around with these a little bit. So far I'm loving them. I think they're a great, again, subtle touch to our cars, and I'm excited to get the other one on the other side. They're really easy to do. There's really two nuts on it, and I'll grab that other one again. Since I got a better view here, so you can see here, there's really two nuts. It replaces the original one. There, the original rod goes through that hole there, and then the clip, you just pop the clip on it, the stock clip that comes on that rod, and just snug those two bolts down, those two nuts down with a 10mm, and that's it. I mean, very beautiful. I'm gonna go through the process. James Hoffman gave me some directions on this, so I'm kind of gonna walk you through those directions as well. All right, so the first step of this is raise your window all the way up, okay? And that's so you can get better access to the two mounting bolts that's on the stock handle. So the first thing we want to do is raise the window up, and you know what's cool about another feature of this that's pretty cool, very nice studs here with some nice mounting nuts. Again, all of it stainless steel, beautiful stuff. What's on there today? It's just that cheap speed nuts that you really can't torque down but so much. It really doesn't need much, but they, you know how speed nuts are, they tend to crack, they get wobbly, and I just hate speed nuts. So this is another cool feature of it where you actually get an actual nut that's on a stud. So anyway, I've got the window up, and you can reach in there and feel there's two studs coming through the handle, and it's going to match similar to sort of this unit here, right, where you've got that. So I think the speed nuts here are going to be 11 millimeter, and if you got a ratchet, wrench, these things are awesome. I use these all the time. So I'm going to reach up in there and see if I can undo a couple of them, and I may be able to take you in there to show you that, but I think if you just reach up in there, you'll feel it right in this area here. Oh, there you go. Actually, I got it. So you can see here the speed nuts. They're just a terrible design. So we're going to set that aside here for now. I'm sure I'll lose it. There's the other one. Just a flimsy piece of shit. Alright. Alright, now we're around the other side, and I'm going to try to do this holding the camera. You can see I've got the nuts out here. And the next step is there's a little clip here for the door handle that goes into that little rod where the rod mounts. So we got to undo that one kind of next. So you take a screwdriver. Basically what I did was I went right up the rod here, but I think you can just kind of pop it out of the clip, is the way you can really do it. And then it kind of came out right here on the bottom, so I think that's just the way you need to do it. And then the handle is free now, so you got the two speed nuts off, and then this is off the clip. Yeah, so here's the clip right here. You're going to reuse this clip. I'm going to give you a better angle here. So you're going to reuse that little clip there on the end. Let's see that. And that's kind of where, just kind of get in a little bit here. You can see where this rod went in. Hold it. Alright, so you can see the way it comes. This is inside the door. You push this through, and then you just snap this on to clip it. That's really it. So you're going to reuse this, and you're going to reuse this clip for the new door. So for the next thing, we're going to go ahead and install this onto the new one. So here's your provision for the clip right here. You can see that. So this is just going to pop in there just like the other one did. Same size, it just all works just like that. So now you see that's popped in there nicely. And this one, again, you'll just stick this in here, and then once you get it in there, that's going to be inside the door. You just pop that on, and then bam, you got it. Okay, I'll take that off. Just rotate that and pop it out. Go ahead and do that. So I went ahead also and taped up some of the door you care about your paint at all, it's probably a good time to do that, because you're going to be doing some adjustments. And during the adjustment piece, this is the tolerances are pretty tight because it's made to be really recessed in there. So you know, before you tighten down and start to adjust where this thing's going to be, if you get it too high, you could actually have it where it gets into the paint there. So that's kind of why I taped it up a little bit before we start this process. I could probably tape it up a little closer here, but I think that's going to be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these nuts off. Going to put this in there like so. First you want to go ahead and get that clip in there. Lay it in there like that. Just going to set it there for now. Now I'm just going to reach in the door, put that clip back on with the rod, and then tighten down the two nuts. So I can do a sort of a final adjustment. So James also recommends sort of where to sort of put this at when you do the mounting, and so he'll include that in the instructions where to essentially line this up. So we're going to take a look at that and start to line these up. But if you do it, like I said, if you do it too high, you may get up into the body there. If you don't do it high enough, then you may run into not being able to fully do it. So it's a little bit of finesse there. I will tell you the rod underneath of it, don't do like me when I was first trying to clip that rod back on. You don't have to do it blind just by reaching in there and feeling it. You can just lay down on your back, shine a light up in the door, and you can kind of see the rod. You know, put the clip in the downward position so the clip is kind of hanging down. Put the rod through that hole and then snap the clip on. So it just takes a little bit of finesse, but once you get an eyeball on it, you can kind of see what it needs to do. It's pretty simple. So the other, it takes a 10 millimeter for these nuts on the back of it. Obviously I only have one 10 millimeter wrench to my name. I had a nice ratcheting one to match the ones I was just using to take off the speed nuts, but I'm not lying. During my LS swap, I think I was at the master, the clutch master, and I was tightening it up and it dropped out of my hand, and I swear to God, it disappeared in thin ice. So, and to this day, I had no idea where it went. And I've been in and out of that fender and everywhere else behind the engine. That 10 millimeter is gone. Anyway, 10 millimeter, and we'll adjust those up. So that's it for this video. As always, like and subscribe if you want to stay tuned to what's coming up next. I'm still going to finish up that brake part 2, and I've got a bunch of LS stuff coming. So I've been a little bit under the weather lately, so once I get that done, maybe this week I'll kick up some more videos. Thanks guys.